Good morning, children. Our next topic is SQL query processing, that is data query processing. So we have created the table, inserted data into table, and we have studied to update the contents of the table, then to insert a column or to delete a column, renaming a column. So everything related to DDL commands and DML commands we have studied. Now it's time to perform query processing on the already created tables to retrieve and view data on the screen. So retrieving information from the table is done mainly using the select command. So we retrieve the information. So we have viewed by in SQL we have just viewed the table content, that is through the select command. So select command is a DML command. So the SQL select statement is used to fetch data from one or more tables. It is used to select rows and columns from a database or relation, that is from a table. So let us see what is a select statement. So the SQL select statement. This command can perform selection as well as projection. It is the most extensively used SQL command. The select statement can be used to retrieve a subset of rows or columns from one or more tables present in the database. So, the select command can be used to retrieve one or more rows or columns from a table of the database. So, what is the syntax of SQL command? Select column name, comma, column name, etc., which all columns are to be retrieved from table name. That is, select in cell after select command, write which all columns you want to display, and each column names should be separated by commas. Then after that, from table name, if there is a condition that you have to specify a particular rows only, then you have to specify the where clause. Inside the where clause you have to give the condition. Example, select name gender from student. Suppose we have the student table and we want to retrieve only the two columns, name and gender. Then we can write the statement as select name comma gender from student. So the output will be like this: name comma gender. The two columns, name column and gender column only, will be returned. Then projection. So selecting specific rows we use where clause. Now this is the capability of SQL to return only specific attributes from the relation. So use of where clause is required when specific tuples or specific rows are to be fetched or manipulated. To select all the columns from the table, we use star, that is asterisk symbol. So if we want to fetch all the columns and all the rows, then we use the asterisk symbol, that is select star from table name. Instead of the column names, we can specify just star symbol. Star symbol will select all the rows and columns in that table. Then the select command displays the columns of the table in the same order in which they are selected from the table. So in the select statement, how we have provided the column names, in the same order itself it will display the columns. Suppose name comma gender. So first the name column will be present, then the gender column, like this. First the name column, then gender column. If we give star, then it will return the columns in the same order as we have created the table. If we are giving star, in order to retrieve all the columns in the column list from a table using select command, asterisk is used and the columns are displayed in the same order in which they are stored in the table. Then all the statements in SQL are terminated with a semicolon. Then the where clause. So you know why where clause is used. If we want to specify or retrieve the rows based on a certain condition, then we use where clause. So this syntax is select star from table name where condition, that is select star from student where condition, that is we have to retrieve all the rows with roll number less than or equal to 8. Roll number less than or equal to 8. So it will retrieve all the rows whose roll number is less than or equal to 8. So the output will be like this. All the rows are retrieved from 1 to 8. In total there are 10 rows and only rows with roll number column, the values in the roll number column which is less than 8 will only be selected. Then recording columns while displaying query results. While displaying the query result for a query, the order of the columns to be displayed can be changed according to the user's requirement. But this is done only for display purpose, and in actual rearrangement of the column is not done. That is, only the columns are displayed and no updation is performed. Updation of the table is not performed. So if we select these rows, then while displaying only these changes take place. It is not updated in the table. In our stored table, it does not make any change. Only the appearance what is shown on the screen will be changed and it is not saved. To save that, we have to use what? Update command. Then eliminating duplicate or redundant data. For that, we use distinct clause. For eliminating duplicate or redundant data, that is data which is repeated so many times. To avoid that, we use distinct clause. So distinct clause is used to remove duplicate rows from the results of a select statement. It is used to retrieve only unique values for a column in the table. The distinct keyword can be used only once with the given select statement. So its syntax is select distinct column name from table name. So from which column name we want to get the distinct values, before that column we have to provide the keyword distinct. So if we provide select stream from student, then the column stream from the table student will be returned like this. And you can see there are streams being repeated, that is science, science, again science, science. So science is being repeated 4 times, commerce is repeated 2 times, then humanities 2 times, then vocational 2 times. So if we want to see which are the streams provided in this school, which are the students want to know what are the streams provided in this school. So it is not needed to show these list. We just want to extract only the unique values. We don't want to show science 4 times and commerce 4 times to show that these are the streams present in our school. We just want to show them science, commerce, humanities, vocational, and only the distinct values are to be. So we just have to specify only the distinct values from the stream column. So if we provide, instead of select stream from student, if we give select distinct stream from student, then only the distinct values, repeated values will not be selected, only the distinct values from the stream column will be selected, and the output will be like this. That is, if there are 4 times science is repeated, only 1 will be selected, and if commerce is repeated so many times, only 1 value will be shown. Likewise, the repeated values, from the repeated values only a single value will be shown when we use distinct keyword. Now let us see the example. So first we have to open the database, because I have created a database already. So for that we have to use the command use school, then show tables to see which are the tables. So there are department, EMP, student. So we can open EMP. So to view the table details, so I have told you what is the command, select command. To see all the rows and columns, we use select star from table name, that is EMP. Then all the rows and columns will be shown to us. Now if we want to display only the particular columns of the table, for that in the select statement, select particular columns whose column names are to be given in the select statement. Suppose let us print, suppose I want to see the columns with employee's name and their salary only. Okay, so how I will give? I will give the column names EMP name. So I have to give what is the column name in the table. So in the table for employee's name, the column is EMP name. So EMP name, comma. So each column should be separated by comma, comma, salary. So for salary, the column name is sal. Then from EMP. So you can see, first I have specified EMP name, so the employee name is selected. Then the sal column, sal, the salary is also selected. Now if I change the order and I write here sal, comma, then you can see the output, only the output. This order does not change in the table, just it is shown on the screen. It is not saved in the table. It is just displayed according to our choice based on our select statement. This order is not changed in the table. In select statement, just it displays in the specific order that we have given. So I have given first the sal column, then the EMP name column. So in the output, it is first the sal column, then the EMP name. Now, if I want to select only those employees who are from Mumbai, I want to see only the names, employee name and salary of only those employees who are from Mumbai. So how I will write the query? Mumbai is in which column? In city column. So I have to specify the where condition, because I have a condition that the employee should be from Mumbai. So I will give the where clause where the column name, that is city, is equal to, in single quotes. For column names we don't have to give in single quotes, but for values that is stored in columns, that is a character or varchar values or date values, we should give in single quotes. So where city is equal to Mumbai. Then you can see only one person is there from Mumbai, that is Smith. So Smith and his salary, that is 800, is displayed. So if we want to specify any condition in the select statement, we have to provide the where clause. Now if I want to retrieve the values from the person whose department ID is 20, so I will give as where department ID. For department ID, the column name is DEPP ID. So I will give DEPP ID is equal to, for department ID we don't have to give the value in single quotes because department ID is integer value. For date and varchar and char we have to provide the values in single quotes. So I have to select the salary and employee name of all the employees whose where department ID DEPT ID is equal to 20. So you can see people with department ID 20. So people with department ID 20, there are 1, 2, 3. 3 people with department ID 20. They are Smith, Mahadevan and Anu. So you can see Smith, Mahadevan and Anu, only 3 people's employee name and salary is being displayed. Now we have studied how to retrieve particular columns, then how to retrieve all the columns and how to retrieve based on a condition. Now we have to see how to use distinct clause. So for distinct clause, suppose I want to see which are the designations in our designations in our company. So I don't want to display clerk 2 times, salesman 2 times or manager 2 times, or how many times it is there. So if I give the output as inside the select statement, if I want to display the different designations of employee, so if I write DESIGNATION designation from EMP, no need of where condition because I don't have any condition. So what happens? All the designations are displayed, that is clerk is repeated 2 times, but we don't want to see how many clerks are there or how many times it is repeated. Just we have to see what are the different designations. So we have to see clerk, salesman and manager only one time. For that we have to use the keyword distinct, DISTINCT. It is not necessary to write it in capital letters because MySQL is case insensitive language, that is both small letters and capital letters are considered as same. So if we write like this, you can see the repeated values are removed. Only one time it is considered, that is clerk is repeated 2 times, but here after the distinct keyword is used, it is shown only once, that is clerk, then salesman, then manager. The next is SQL operators. So we have studied different operators for Python, isn't it? For SQL also different types of operators are there. So we have used in our department ID equal to 20. So we have used this equal to operator. So likewise there are other operators also. So there are 4 types of operator. They are arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator and special operator. So let us see what are these operators in MySQL. So the operators and its different descriptions. So let us see. So equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Not this angle bracket closing and opening is called not equal to. Okay, this is not equal to. Angle bracket closing, opening and closing. This 2 angle brackets represent not equal to. These are comparison operator. Then next is logical operator. They are and, or, not. These are logical operator. Then there are special operators. They are between, is null, like, in, distinct. Distinct we have used. Likewise there are other operators. They are between, is null, like, in. So what is between? So between checks that whether the value is within a particular range. That is, if we want to retrieve only the values within a particular range, then we can use between. Then is null operator. It checks whether an attribute value is null. If there is a null value, then it will retrieve true. Then like checks whether an attribute matches a given string pattern. Then in checks whether an attribute value matches any value within a given list. So we will try all these operators. Then the aggregate functions. They are count, min, max, sum, average. So count function returns the total number of records with non-null values for a given column, and min returns the minimum or lowest attribute value found in a given column. Then max returns the maximum or the highest attribute value found in a given column. That is, max will return the maximum value in a column, min will return the minimum value in a column, then count will count the number of values in a column. Then the sum function returns the sum of all the values for a given column. That is, it adds all the values in that particular column. Then AVG returns, that AVG returns the average of all the values of a particular column. So we will see how these different operators and this aggregate function works. Now first one is arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators are plus, minus, star, slash and modulus, that is percentage. So arithmetic operations are used for adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplication, and this modulus is for finding the remainder. So let us see how these arithmetic operators work. Suppose select 5 plus 10. So what is given in the select statement will be returned in the as the column heading. So select 5 plus 10 means the output is 15. Then if there is a table, or you can see select 5 plus 10 from dual, then the above statement will return 5 plus 10, that is 15, and return the value 15 as the result. So dual means collection of numbers. So you can do these operations from either directly or from, you have to write DUAL. Then so by dual it means a dummy table which contains one row. For either writing it as select the operations, that is arithmetic operations on just on two numbers, then we can just specify a dummy table dual. This table has just one row and one column. So what happens is it will compute the arithmetic operation and show the result. Then next arithmetic operation is that is sine of pi by 4. That is this sin is the sine function which will return the sine value of a particular value what is given inside this bracket. Inside the sine function we have given pi by 4. So what is the sine value of pi by 4? So the output has been obtained. Then 4 plus 1 into 5. 4 plus 1, that is 5. 5 into 5, that is 25. So the output, that is inside the select statement there are two columns, that is sine pi by 4 comma 4 plus 1 into 5. So that will be shown as the column names and its value will be given as the output. So any operation, any arithmetic operation can be given in the select statement. Then its output will be obtained. Now this is multiplication. 5 into 4, that is 20, will be obtained. That is what is given in the select statement will be the column heading and the output will be shown below. Then 47 mod, this is percentage means modulus operator. It will divide that value and it will return its remainder. That is 47 divided by 5, that is 47 will be divided by 5. Then 9 5s are 45 and the remainder is what? 47 minus 45, that is 2 will be the remainder. So the modulus operator will return the remainder. Then we can evaluate the expression in the select statement. Using scalar operators can be used in the select statement. So SQL permits calculations on the content of the columns and then display the calculated result using the select statement. That is, on the columns we can use the arithmetic operators. That is, previously we had used it in update statement. That is, the salary of the employees are being updated by adding the value with 1000, or adding any value we can update. Likewise in select statement, but in updation what happens, the table is being updated, it is saved in the change is being saved in the table. But in case of select, this output is just displayed, nothing happens to the original table. So if we are taking null values in the expression, it shall result in null only. So if we make any change in the null values, then it will be only null value itself. So along with null, arithmetic operators can be used while evaluating the scalar expressions. So consider this example. Select roll number, name and marks plus 10 from the student. So in our student table, if we have the column marks, so what happens, from this marks column we have to retrieve roll number, name and marks plus 10. So what happens, in this output the total or each mark of the student will be added with 10. That is, Rajkumar's mark is 93. So what happens, 93 plus 10, 103 will be the output. So you can see roll number, name and original column marks is not selected. Instead of marks we have selected marks plus 10. So the column heading also will be same as what we have given. So marks plus 10, then 10, 100, 93 plus 10, that is 103. For each of the column the marks are being added. Then relational operator. So relational operator is a mathematical symbol which is used to compare two values, whether they are equal, whether they are less than, greater than, not equal to. So these are used in where clause. So this is the equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to and not equal to. So for comparing character data types, less than means earlier in the alphabetical sequence and greater than means later in the alphabetical sequence, because they are stored based on their ASCII values. So capital A has less ASCII value compared to capital B. Capital B has less ASCII value compared to capital C. So less than means A is less than B. That is, this comparison is based on their ASCII values. That is how these characters are stored in our computer. So consider this example. Select roll number, name, marks from student where marks greater than or equal to 90. So what happens? Only those values whose marks are greater than 90 will be selected. That is, we have used here what? Relational operator, greater than or equal to. Likewise, we can use another operator. Select star from student where stream not equal to commerce. So it will display all the details of the students because star is given, and where stream not equal to commerce. So from the column it will not select all the columns, all the rows with where stream is commerce. It will not select all the rows whose value for stream is commerce. Other rows will be selected. Then the logical operators. So the logical operators are the operators used to combine multiple conditions to narrow data selected, and displayed on the basis of the condition specified on an SQL statement. So the different logical operators are and, or, and not, or, and, not. So these three logical operators are termed as the and or operators are termed as conjunctive operators, since these two operators combine two or more conditions. In two or more conditions, we use and operator and or operator. So they are called conjunctive operators. So let us see how these operators are used. First, the and operator. The and operator displays a record and returns a true value if all the conditions specified in the where clause are true. So there are two conditions, and let us see. In and, both the conditions should be true. Then only the result also will be true. If one condition 1 is true and the condition 2 is false, the result will be false, because and means both conditions are included. A and B means both A and B are included. So condition 1 means true, then condition 2 also true, then only the output will be true. If condition 1 is true, condition 2 is false, then result will be false. And in condition 1 is false, condition 2 is true, then result will be again false. Then for condition 1 is false, condition 2 is false, result will be false. So you have to remember that in case of and operator, both the conditions should be true. Okay, suppose if you are asked to call two students, they are Anu and Meena. Call Anu and Meena. Then what you will do? You will call both of them. That is, you should call Anu and you should call Meena also, because we are using the and operator. Likewise, if we are using and operator in SQL or in any Python or anything, both the conditions, that is, here one condition is there, marks greater than 80 and gender equal to M. So both the conditions should be true, that is, marks should be greater than 80 and gender should be male. So in case of and, both the conditions should be true, and based on these two conditions, the output will be obtained. So you can see, select star from student where marks greater than 80. So it will check from the marks column which all students are having the marks greater than 80. So you can see there are many students whose marks are greater than 80. Diksha Sharma, Payal Goyal, then Rajkumar. So many students are there whose marks are greater than 80. But there is again another condition is also given, that gender is equal to M. So what happens? All the females are removed. Only gender with M is selected. So only three rows are there as the correct output. Now if it was OR operator, in case of OR operator, if any of the condition is true, then the output is true. If any of the condition is true, then the output is also true. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is true, then the result is also true. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, then also the result is true. If condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, then also the result is true. Then if condition 1 is false, condition 2 is false, then only the result will be false. So in OR condition, only one chance is there for the result to be false. That is, if both the conditions are false, then only the result is also false. Suppose if I ask you to call Anu or Meena, then what happens? You can either call Anu or you can call Meena. No, not needed that both of them should be called. You can, if you see Anu, you can ask her that ma'am is calling you. Or if you see Meena, you can say ma'am is calling you. It is not necessary that you should find out both of them and ask them to go. In case of OR operator, if any of the two condition is true, then the output will be true. Suppose here, select roll number, name, stream from student, where stream equal to science or stream equal to commerce. So what happens? If stream is science, then also select the rows. Then if stream is commerce, then also select the rows. So what happens? All the students from science stream and commerce stream are selected. So all the science, commerce are selected. All the only particular columns are selected. So all the columns, all the rows whose stream is science or stream is commerce. So both of them are selected. So the stream from science and commerce are selected. Roll number and name of students from science stream and commerce stream are selected, but other streams are not selected. Then the NOT operator. So NOT operator is also termed as negation operator. Unlike the other two operators, this operator takes only one condition and gives the result of it as the result. It returns a false value if the condition holds true. Suppose, what is NOT operator? NOT operator will just give the negation of the result. Suppose if the condition is true, then the result will be false. If the condition is false, then the result will be true. So let us see what is an example. So the example is to display the name and marks of all the students who are not in the vocational stream. So we will write it as select name comma marks from student where NOT operator is given, NOT in brackets stream equal to vocational. So inside this where clause, stream equal to vocational. So it will select all the streams which are other than the vocational stream. So it is given inside the NOT operator, the condition is stream equal to vocational. So if where here NOT operator is there, so what it will do, it will reverse the condition. That is, it will select all the streams where stream is not vocational. It will negate the condition. That is, if inside the NOT operator, if the condition is stream equal to vocational, the output will be all the streams which are not vocational. All the streams other than vocational. Okay, let us see what are the different operators. So first, the arithmetic operator. Select star from EM. So we will do arithmetic operations on, first we will do arithmetic operation on particular column. So select name comma sal plus 100 1000 from EMP. name is what? For the name in this table it is EMP name. So you can see an error has occurred, that is column name in field list, unknown column name, that is name is not a particular column in this table. So you have to see that I have entered name instead of what? EMP name. So the output you can see the columns that I have given, that is EMP name I have given a column name, sal plus 1000 I have given a column name. So what happened? The EMP name column is being retrieved and the sal column is, we have done an arithmetic operation, that is addition, sal plus 1000. So 800 plus 1000 is what? 1800. So we have performed arithmetic operation on a particular column. So I told you in select statement, if we perform any operation, it does not affect the values in the column, it just displays the value. So you can see, even if I have performed a select statement sal plus 1000, it just displays the result like that. It is not saved. The output is just shown to us like that. You can see there is no change in the table. Just the output that is given to us is being changed. Now we can perform select star from EMP. We can apply the between operator. EMP where sal between, I want the employees whose salary is between 1000 and 2000. So I will write salary between 1000 and 2000. You can see here I have used the between operator and another operator and operator. So you the salaries whose employees whose salary is between 1000 and 2000. So there are only two employees whose salary is between 1000 and 2000. And see, one is 1600 and one is 1250. So this is how between operator works. In between operator, both 1000 and 2000, both the values are included. You should remember that both the values are included. The next operator we have studied is the AND operator. So we can see the AND operator is always used like this. Here also in case of between also it is used, and to separate two conditions, that is I will write where name like name like S percentage, that is name should, like operator is for string matching, that is name should start with S, and I'm using like operator and then the AND operator also, and sal greater than, this is comparison operator, greater than 800. sorry, not name, EMP name. So there is only one person whose name starts with S and whose salary is greater than 1000, that is Seth. Here Smith is also there, but his salary is not greater than 1000. So you can see I have used S percentage. S percentage means percentage is for string matching, that is S percentage means the first letter is S and after S any characters can be there. Notice the name should start with S. If we want the last letter as S, then we can give percentage S. Now let us see how I use character matching. If I write A H, that is here if percentage H means last character is H, that is before the percentage any characters can be there, but the last character should be H. And first if I write the character like this, then the first character should be S. So you can see here only one person is there with ending with name ending with H and whose salary is greater than 8000. Then the next operator is not operator. So not operator let us take. So next operator is let us see the select star from EMP where I will give the not operator, that is where city not equal to Delhi, where city not equal to in single quotes Delhi. We can also I am using city should not be equal to Delhi and city should not be Chennai. So for that it should not be Delhi and it should not be Chennai. So or city not equal to Chennai, Delhi or city not equal to okay, we can use the not equal to operator here like this. Select star from EMP where city not equal to Mumbai. So it can be like this. So all the rows are selected where city is not Mumbai. So Varanasi, Jaipur, Delhi and Chennai, all these are selected. Now we can use the not operator. Not. So what not operator will do is it will reverse negate the output. So the output of city not equal to Mumbai is like this. So after when we apply not operator, let us see what will be the output. Now after applying the not operator, you can see the output is just negated, that is the value that is false is coming, that is on the output is what, city is equal to Mumbai. The output selected is for the city as Mumbai. Okay children, this chapter is over. Now we will discuss the question answers in the next class.